Good morning, everybody. It is roughly 6 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get much sleep last night. Last night was July 4th, and fireworks went off till like 3 in the morning. And I'm now trying to get ready to go down to the infusion center to do my day one of this week's infusion treatments. We're a little tired, but I figured I would bring you guys along and just kind of show you my day. I am going to be doing one video this week after I do the entire week of vlogging, just bring it all into one video. Just figured it'd be easier on me and just kind of take you through what it was going to be like for this week and lead us up to the victory dive in August. So we have this infusion cycle, then we have one more treatment cycle, and then we have the dive. And there's going to be lots of stuff in between, so just trying to get us ready back into vlogging so I can get myself kind of back in practice, so I can be really excited and proud of the victory dive vlog that I'm going to be doing at the end of August. So I have to finish getting my earrings and like a little bit of makeup, just trying to get myself together, get all of Stormy's stuff together in her bag, and let's get on the road and get some breakfast. So we're on the way to the infusion center. One thing that we have done since I started infusions, which was 2.5 years ago, is it's the one morning that we treat ourselves to breakfast because I have to take medication before the infusion starts. So I get Chick-fil-A, and we have tried other things, like other type of breakfast foods from different locations and all that, but it just seems that Chick-fil-A is the go-to. Occasionally we do Bojangles, but for us to get to Bojangles, it's a little bit more out of the way. But we will do that occasionally. But do what? Probably tomorrow. And we've done that and kind of broken up day one and day two. But again, that hasn't been until recently. And so yeah, we're on our way to go get breakfast. We give ourselves a little bit extra time so she can go to the bathroom before we go to check in, because once I get checked in, it's a little bit more difficult if she does have to go out. Now, I've done it before. It's not that big of a deal, but we do have to stop the infusion and detach me, and you know, it's just a lot, and it just is easier on her to, yes, she goes when she wakes up, but we give her that one extra chance before we go inside. And there's a great dog walk and greenway that people walk all the time. It's miles long throughout the city, but there's a section right beside the infusion center, so it's very easy for us to access, and she enjoys it. So we want to go. Well, I've already done the online order. I got really smart. I do the app, I order ahead of time so we can just go pick it up, and then we head to the greenway to let her do what she needs to do before we go check in.
And she gets a tater tot.
Oh yeah, and she gets tater tots. It's the one thing since the accident that we've done with her is every time we go for an infusion, she will get hash browns from my meal before she goes in as a treat. Only a couple, just to kind of give her a treat and something to look forward to on days that are really hard, because this is a hard working day for her. So yeah, hash browns for the baby. I think the best part about the whole hash brown thing is that she gets so excited now. Oh, she's drooling. She's like, I know they're coming. I know that he went in there to get my breakfast. It's not really her breakfast. She only gets like 3 or 4. So yeah, it's really cute to watch her get so excited over hash browns. And I'm hungry this morning. We did not eat a big dinner last night. We ate really early, so super ready for this. So we've started my infusion. I've been in here for a little over an hour. Stormy is right here with me, and we're just chugging along. I am doing pretty well. I feel good. I'm in a private room, so I can have my mask off. Marshall is here, but he has run upstairs to one of our other offices that my doctor just moved offices. So he's going to get some paperwork that we were needing, and hopefully today is going to be very uneventful. I'm going to try to just rest for a few minutes, watch a little bit of TV, and I will show you kind of like a tour of the facility. after I rest, because right now I'm extremely tired from being up for the fireworks all night long that people in our neighborhood were shooting off. So yeah, it's a good time for a nap. So she is up with me right now. I bring towels and different blankets of hers, so keep her off of their furniture. They have given me an iPad to watch TV. Usually we use that TV, but it's not working. So I have an iPad right now. She has her blanket also down there, so Marshall sits over here. And yeah, we're just hanging out. I keep waking her up because I keep petting her. But yeah, this really helps just kind of pass the time. So we've been back home for quite a while, and I did not feel well today. It wasn't that anything was wrong or that the infusion didn't go well. I was just so lethargic from the fireworks from the past 4 nights straight of not sleeping well. I just crashed while we were there, meaning I was just asleep. Again, very lethargic, and as soon as we got the smoothie from Smoothie King, which if you guys have known and followed me for a while, that is an absolute non-miss tradition. It really helps with my stomach and making sure that I get something in my system. So when I do fall asleep like that I have something of nutritional value in my system when I sleep for several hours and I don't have lunch or anything like that. So helps with your blood sugar and my stomach and all of that. So we got the smoothie, came home, and I fell asleep. Now I have set my alarm. I'm up again because it's time for another round of meds, and then I have to flush my IV. And so I'm going to show you the layout of what I have, but I'm not going to show you me flushing it just because people don't like blood and needles, but I'm going to show you how I prep. So this is what I need. Actually, I need my alcohol prep wipe. I have my cap for my IV, I have my flush, and I have my co-band because after I get this done, I'm going to rewrap this where I've been asleep. It looks terrible. More of a comfort thing, not a necessity, but it is for comfort. Again, I do need my prep wipe for the end of the cap. Even though this has alcohol in it, you still have to clean where I access the IV line. And so I do this every 4 hours to keep my line open and there's no stiffness or hesitation in the vein. I'm not going to show you this online because people don't like blood and needles, but you can do this every 8 hours, but I do it every 4 because my veins need a break, and that's the reason we're doing the port in August, and we're having troubles keeping the access in good condition. So doing it every 4 hours has seemed to work for me the last 6 times I've done this. So we are not changing anything. We're going to keep doing it every 4 hours. I set my alarms, and it works out really well because the most of the time through the night, this correlates with my meds I have to take. So after I get done with this, I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to take my medication and lay back down. So I'm going to go ahead and flush this, and I'll be back in a second. So I'm all done now. It literally took about 5 minutes. I've been doing this so much that I feel like I'm a pro at it. It almost makes me feel like I have a superpower when I do it. I know that sounds really weird, but it does. It's empowering when I get to do it myself. So the next round is medication and eating, and then once I do that, I'll probably fall asleep again. So today is a lot like what tomorrow's going to be like. So I'm going to put the camera down for tonight. I'm going to watch some movies, relax, catch up with people on Instagram, and then pick you guys back up tomorrow when I'm at the Infusion Center and kind of show you around because it is a beautiful facility. It's brand new to me, so I'm a little shaky. So I will kind of show you guys what it looks like to be in a private infusion center. I don't have footage from when I was in the comprehensive care infusion center. I only have it of this one. So if you've seen it before on my Instagram stories, great. If not, then you'll get a more in-depth walk around tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll finish out day 2. So this is session 24, day 48 of infusing over the last 2.5 years. So yeah, I do this every month. I think that's it for right now. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. So it's day 2. We're on our way to the infusion center, and we were going to Bojangles this morning. So we didn't say this yesterday, but the last couple times we've gone to Chick-fil-A, we haven't been like super pleased with the biscuits and stuff. I don't know, that's never been the case, but it has been recently. And I don't know if it's like supplies and all that, but we are definitely going to Bojangles to get our breakfast. We had really bad storms yesterday, so it's not that not that we didn't have food to eat, but like I just wasn't hungry, and the medication does that to me occasionally, so I woke up starving this morning. So yeah, we're on our way. We have to go a different way, like I said yesterday. It takes us a little bit out of the way to get there, but I think it's worth it. Well, so as I mentioned, we had storms yesterday. We decided to do Legos to pass the time. Couldn't watch TV or anything. Thankfully, we did get our power back on later in the evening, and so we didn't have to go anywhere, but it got really warm then. It got super hot in the house, but it started to cool down as the storms came through. So we were able to stay at our house and everything was fine. But so next time I pick you guys up, we're going to be at the Infusion Center. Because I have my IV in still, it doesn't take all that prep work. So as soon as I walk in the door, we get to start, and hopefully I should be in and out in no time. So ready for this morning and ready to be done with this week. I am going to be getting fluids on Friday. Again, like I always get fluids 2 days after. And it will be at my infusion center. Before, I've had to go somewhere else, and it's been like this whole thing, but now I get to do everything in one place. And they've been great. The other place has been wonderful. It's just nice to just kind of have some consistency. And so, yeah, I'll be glad to be doing this on Friday at my own center. So, what dropped? I think she knocked something over. But yeah, so Stormy's back there getting ready for this morning, and off we go. So we made it. I've already eaten and taken my meds that I have to take before we start my IV. And I have this sweatshirt from Alaska, my Alaska trip, which I love, but it also has a zipper right here. And so I can feed my IV through here. And then when I get my port, it's basically called a port accessible shirt. It wasn't made that way. It just happens to be that way. And I'm really excited because I love this sweatshirt. Because I do get chilly, even though it's summer. I get chilly when we're doing fluids because the fluids is colder than your body. So anyway, Marshall went to go get some treats because we can't find our treat bag anywhere. And Stormy is here, and I was like, well, why don't you give me some time to be independent and just leave us alone for a little bit? And so yeah, we're just hanging out. Sorry, my arm is getting tired, but here she is down here. Good morning. She hates it when I put the camera in her face when she's working. So yeah, just ate, doing fluids, getting ready to start my medication in 30 minutes. Just hanging out, so I'll be back in a few minutes. So we started, and Stormy's down there on her place. And we usually use this TV up here, but it's off of Wi-Fi signal, and sometimes it's just not that great. So they actually give me an iPad, and I can sign into my stuff and use it. So I actually like this better because I can control the volume easier. But this is my room, and it is a private room, an isolation room. So we've started my infusion. It's really easy on day 2 because I've already got my IV in. I don't have to do anything else. They've already got me set up. We have both my pumps running. Got Stormy settled in. I am logged into Netflix. And we're just going to sit here for the next 3 to 4 hours. But I want to kind of show you around my room and what I've got access to because I really like this location, and it just feels very cozy. So let me show you around. So here's just one of the snack stations. Different snacks, tea, coffee. Okay, so this is the community area. So if you're doing short infusions or anything like that, you can just sit in this area. And then one of these is this semi-private over here. So it's really, really well set up, and I think this is a great way to do it. So we're all done. I am very pleased with how this treatment cycle has gone. I'm very tired. This is very normal for how I feel after day 2. Every 8 hours, I still have to continue to do my post-meds, and I do that all through the night for day 2 and through day 3. And then on Friday, I will get fluids again, and then I should be good after that. And so we've changed our frequency and our dosage for my treatment. And this is only the second time we've done this new schedule. I feel very optimistic. I had good results last time. There was a hiccup, but it wasn't because of the actual treatment. It's because of my fluids fell on a weekend and it just became a mess. And I was delayed getting my fluids. And so that's what made it more difficult on me versus right now I'm on schedule. Everything should be fine. Go in Friday, get them, and I should be good. So right now we have stopped at Smoothie King. For those of you that have been with me for a very long time know Smoothie King is an absolute must on infusion days, and normally 2 to 3 days out from treatment, I get these because I add certain things into them to help with my stomach, where I take all that medication orally to coat my stomach to help it heal, because they have some really good probiotic mixtures that they use that seem to agree with me. Like, I've not had any issues since I started drinking these. So we do this, I can lay down, I'm gonna go home. I get a full shower today, which I'm so thankful about. She will also get a full bath today. So on day 1, she gets a wipe down with these antibacterial, antiviral wipes that the vet approves. And then on day 2, she gets a full shower so she can lay in bed with me on clean sheets, clean bedding. I strip the bed before I leave on day 2. That way when we get back from the infusion center, we can just put new bedding on our bed, and I can shower, get all the germs off. She showered, get all the germs off, and I get to go home and lay in a nice clean bed. And then rest and recover for the next couple of days. And that's kind of what my week is like. And really, after this point, after I get my smoothie, I'm not going to be doing anything for the evening. So if I do anything, if I work on Legos or whatever, I'll pick you guys back up. If not, I will see you on Friday when I go to get my fluids. I'm very, very swollen in my face. This happens to me when I get as much fluid as I get. So between my treatment and the fluids that have to run along beside of it, I get 2,000 milliliters on day 1 and 2,000 on day 2. So I get 4,000 milliliters of fluid total over those 2 days, which is a lot. So I'm very, very puffy, very swollen. And then as the week progresses, you'll kind of see this all kind of slim back down. It's how my body works. I retain it and then it filters itself out. So yeah, can't wait for that. Anyway, hope you guys have a good day. I'm going to get my smoothie, like I said, go home, rest, shower, and just enjoy the rest of the evening. It is a very low-key day. It will be a low-key day because the side effects for me normally pick up on day 2 and 3. So I try to rest as much as I can today because the next couple of days kind of get uncomfortable and I don't sleep much. So I will see you guys on Friday, if not before, and I'll talk to you then. Good morning, guys. It is, what is today? Today's Friday, and I am just now picking back up the camera. So yesterday, I was going to vlog. Marshall went and did a practice dive at the rock quarry. I still was not feeling well from my infusion. So I was going to go and just kind of film him doing that, but I just did not have the energy at all. Right now it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We are going to a doctor's appointment, not for him, but for me, just to check up on something. And so after we get done with that, I'm going back to lay down, and then I have my fluids infusion at 2 o'clock. As I've noticed this week, I have really gotten into what's the word? I'm not even awake yet. Like, this is what's the word? I'm totally out of practice of vlogging, and it really shows in this vlog. So hopefully as more I do it over the next month or so, the better and the more comfortable I'll get with transitioning from one activity to the next. So just bear with me. I'm getting back into it. I'm excited to have this one up for you all, is the next time I see you will be at the Infusion Center at 2 o'clock. So I have awesome news. I got to come in early, so it's like 9:30, and I have to wait till 2 o'clock. We finished with Marshall's appointment super early, and I called and I was like, hey, can I come on in? And they're like, sure. And I am so relieved because now once I get these fluids done, I can just go home and rest, and I don't have to worry about getting back out. I don't have to worry about waking up. I can just go home and sleep. So I do have something planned this afternoon, but if the rain keeps up, we've had a lot of rain. If the rain keeps up, I can't do it. So what we were going to do was I was going to the Dive Masters pool at their house and to play with some equipment and work with my new mask that I bought. I can't wait to show my new mask and just play around and do a couple skills. But if the rain keeps up, like, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So we'll just see how the day goes and see if this overcast burns away and we can have some fun today in the sun, because that would be awesome. I would love to be outside today. Hey friends, so it's Saturday. Some things happened yesterday that I need to catch you up on. And unfortunately, the vlog did not go like I wanted it to because of this thing that happened yesterday. So I went in for fluids. I go in for fluids 2 days after my treatment. And I slept most of the day on Thursday, which is to be expected. And Friday, I go in and get my fluids. We went to an early doctor's appointment for Marshall. It was at 9 o'clock in the morning. I had my fluids were scheduled at 2 o'clock. We got done super early. So I called my infusion center and said, hey, can we go to, we're already out. Can we come on down and do fluids and not have to wait until 2 and I could just go home and rest? And they said, sure, that'd be great. We have an opening, come on in. So we went in and I got my fluids and I was walking out. And as I was walking out, my sugar bottomed out. And so I'm trying not to black out. I try to turn around and get back in the door for help. And I was able to reach my nurses and it was bottoming out. And I couldn't really tell them what was happening, but they knew what was happening. And I asked Marshall, as I started to feel it happen to me, to go quickly to get a Dr. Pepper out of the vending machine, like we were standing right next to it. And I said, I need it now. And I didn't have Stormy with me, and so I didn't have her to like help guide me to the doctor's office. And once we got in the room, I just started, they're like, just chug it, just get it in your system. And did my vitals, and they weren't great. So I'm just chugging it and trying to get it in. And finally, as my body got to catch up to the sugar in my stomach, I started to feel better. Unfortunately, when your sugar bottoms out like that, and it's called reactive hypoglycemia, I got a specific type of fluid bag that has sugar in it. And so basically, my body got flooded with sugar. My insulin kicked in almost overdrive, and it had, it really struggled catching up, and so that's how you bottom out. Sorry, it floods you with insulin, and so that it gives you almost too much, and then you bottom out. That's why you have to drink everything. So once I did that, I felt fine. I felt better, but I had to sit there for a little bit until my color came back and I could walk on my own. And yeah, so after fluids, I was supposed to go to do a pool session for my dive. Well, obviously that got canceled. So now I'm going to be doing that on Tuesday. Nobody's worried about anything. It literally just had to do with my fluids. I've had fluids for over a year after treatment. I've never done this except one other time. And I think it was just the timing of everything between breakfast and lunch. And then normally when I go to get fluids, I take a smoothie with me. And I didn't do that because we were out of routine. Does that make sense? We were at this appointment and it just, I don't know. It just happened and I'm fine. But because of that, my energy level is super, super low right now. So I didn't get to vlog like I wanted to. I didn't get to do the things I wanted to do. I also noticed that as I was filming this week that I'm really out of practice for vlogging. So I hope you guys weren't too bored by this vlog. I really appreciate you all watching. I am going to take the rest of the day to rest and recover. Tomorrow, oh, obviously, and it's rained all week. So like normally I'd be outside doing stuff. Like that's not been that way either. it's like you try to do something and it's like everything just gets in the way, right? So, want to rest today. We're going to do stuff on Sunday. I think I'm going to probably try to get in the pool on Sunday afternoon just as a fun thing, not like as a pool session for diving, but just for fun. And just kind of see how the week goes. So there's that. I'm just going to close out the vlog here because, like I said, I'm just going to be doing Netflix and chill today. Getting caught up, rest, hydrate, do what I need to do to get my body back in leveled out. And I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Bye.